Hi, my name is Kate, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between much, many, and a lot of. Something most English learners struggle with. Well, because why the heck can't I say much apples, many water, and why do I even need a lot of if there is much and many? If you are one of those English learners, or maybe an English teacher, and your students still don't see the difference between much, many, and a lot of, then this video is for you. Let's go. Now, why is it wrong to say much apples and many water? Well, the reason is there is such a thing as countable nouns and uncountable nouns. And so before you decide which quantifier to use with your noun, many or much, you should understand what type of noun it is, countable or uncountable. Let's start with countable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. An apple is a good example. It is a countable noun. So you can say 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. They are countable. And so the thing is that we can only use many with plural countable nouns, like apples. Now let's have a look at some examples. Are there many apples in the bowl? There aren't many apples in the bowl. So in both sentences we use many and the plural verb be because apples is a plural countable noun. Are there many apples? There aren't many apples. Now, another thing that you should know and keep in mind is that we mainly use many as well as much in questions and in negative sentences. Questions and negative sentences. Are there many apples in the bowl? There aren't many apples in the bowl. Now let's have a look at some other examples of countable nouns. These are oranges, strawberries, almonds, tomatoes, something not related to food, pencils, highlighters, notebooks. All these nouns are countable and so they should be used with many and never ever with the word much. So you say many oranges, many strawberries, many almonds. Now, when we talk about uncountable nouns, we think of something that we cannot count. Water is a perfect example here because water is a liquid and you cannot count liquid. So you can't say 1 water, 2 waters, 3 waters. This is very, very wrong. What you can count here though are glasses of water. So you can say 1 glass of water, 2 glasses of water, 3 glasses of water because they are countable. And so the thing is that we can only use much with uncountable nouns like water. Now let's look at some examples. Is there much water in the vase? There isn't much water in the vase. So in both sentences we use much and the singular verb be because water is uncountable noun. And uncountable nouns are usually singular. So, is there much water? There isn't much water. Now, just like many, we normally use much in questions and in negative sentences. Questions and negative sentences. Is there much water in the vase? There isn't much water in the vase. Now, more examples of uncountable nouns would be juice, milk, yogurt, time, money. Yes, you heard me right. Money is an uncountable noun. You cannot count money. What you can count here, though, are coins or banknotes or dollars or euros, but money is uncountable. It cannot be counted. Now, since all these nouns are uncountable, they should be used with much and never ever with the word many. So you say much juice, much milk, much money, but many coins and many banknotes. Now there is another quantifier that we can use to say that there is a large amount of something. It is a lot of or lots of. This is a very good quantifier because we can use it with both countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. So you can say a lot of apples, and you can also say a lot of water. Isn't that cool? Now, the question is, why do we need a lot of if there is much and many, right? Very good question. Why do we even need it? The reason is, unlike much and many, we use a lot of in positive sentences. In positive sentences. So we can say, there are a lot of apples on the bowl. There is a lot of water in the vase. So both of these sentences are positive, right? That's why we use a lot of. The only thing that changes here is the verb. In sentence 1, again, it is plural because apples is a plural countable noun. And in sentence 2, it is singular because water is an uncountable noun and uncountable nouns are singular. Now let's do a quick review. So what is the difference between many, much, and a lot of? We use many with countable nouns in negative sentences and in questions. We use much with uncountable nouns in negative sentences and again in questions. And we use a lot of with both countable nouns and uncountable nouns in positive sentences. Okay, now let's have a little practice to see how well you understood the topic. So please choose the right quantifier, much, many, or a lot of. I will give you a couple of seconds to think and then I will show you the right answer. Let's go, let's do it. Okay, let's start. There are strawberries on the plate. That's right, there are a lot of strawberries on the plate because this is a positive sentence. Okay, the next one. There isn't money in the wallet. You're absolutely right. There isn't much money in the wallet because money is uncountable and this is a negative sentence. Okay? Are there almonds in the bowl? That's right. Are there many almonds in the bowl? Because almonds is a countable noun and this is a question. Okay, let's move on. There aren't apples on the table. You're absolutely right. There aren't many apples on the table because apples is a plural countable noun and this is a negative sentence. Okay, the next one. There isn't water in the vase. Correct. There isn't much water in the vase because water is uncountable and this is a negative sentence. Okay, let's move on. There are oranges in the bag. That's right. There are a lot of oranges in the bag because this is a positive sentence. And the last one, is there juice in the bottle? Good job. Is there much juice in the bottle? Because juice is uncountable and this is a question. Good job. Well done. Now, if you want to have more practice with much, many, and a lot of, you can get materials from the link down below. And if you find this video useful, please like it and share with someone who might be interested. Consider subscribing for more videos like this. Have a nice day.